Good morning. How is everyone? Welcome back to episode 18 of our VA Mastery Series. I am Jodi Marvin, and you know what? I am here every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time in the Virtual Assistant Collective group, bringing you essential skills and insights to really elevate your VA business. All right. So, excuse me. If you are watching this live, give me a hashtag live. If you happen to be catching the replay because you're all busy and sometimes nobody got time for being on lives, right? If you're catching the replay, just give me a hashtag replay. And if you're new to my page, just give me a hashtag new. I would love to say hello. We are streaming in the Virtual Assistant Collective, Instagram, and on YouTube as well. All right. So let me just come on over here. Oh, it looks like there we go. Okay, well, I guess I just wasn't going live in the collective. So I'm going to let that catch up there. There we go. Perfect. So welcome everyone. Oh my gosh. So today we are going to be really diving into a game changer. Okay. And it's going to be a tool. Okay. Because, as virtual assistants, we need these tools to help us do our jobs, right? So we're going to be exploring the topic of customer relationship management, or CRM software, okay? So we're going to talk about the top CRM tools that are available for VAs, all right? And we're going to talk about how do you set those up, right? And we're going to share some strategies to really just maximize your client engagement and your retention, right? Because once you have those clients, we need to nurture them. We need to keep those relationships strong. Good morning, Anne. It's great to see you. And as you're rolling in, good morning, Gordy. How are you? I'll see you on Sunday or Saturday. That's my husband who has just joined us live here. He's one of my biggest fans and he's a great supporter. Good morning, Raga. And I have been away from my home for almost, over a week, I think. I'm pet sitting and apartment sitting for my daughter who is taking an amazing trip in Italy. And I get to come here and in her beautiful apartment and watch my grandpup, and it's just been amazing. It's been like a little mini getaway. So, all right, Marjorie, good morning. Thank you for joining. All right, thank you, Raga, for tagging everyone. Again, we are streaming on Instagram. We're streaming on YouTube, and of course, in the Virtual Assistant Collective. Linda, Staffos, thank you, and Virtually Way VA. Thank you for popping on here from Instagram. All right, I so appreciate you just taking a few minutes to come on here because the VA Mastery Series is something that is really close to my heart because we're coming on here every single week to help you build your skills, right? We want to keep learning as virtual assistants and growing our businesses and finding and retaining those clients. So today's topic is really, really important. Again, it's all about customer relationship management. And I'm going to talk to you about some CRM software. Okay. So let's go ahead and just get started and see how some of these tools can really transform your interactions, right? And not only that, but streamline your processes, right? Who doesn't want their processes streamlined to make our lives easier? I mean, come on, right? Okay. So Gordy, being able to work remotely from just about anywhere is a huge perk in your career. Yes, it is. It really, really is. And I would never want to go back to the other way. I can go wherever I want, right? I just bring my laptop and I'm actually in my future son-in-law's office here in his apartment, and he's been gracious enough to let me use his space. He already had the second monitor set up for me, and I just had to plug it in. Just amazing. It really is amazing to be able to work from anywhere. All right. So let's get started with our strategies because every single week on the VA Mastery Series, I give you 3 key strategies in regards to our topic and 3 takeaways, action items that you can implement in your business like today, right? So when you watch this, I want you to go back in your day-to-day stuff and implement some of these because, these are here to help you. Okay. All right. So strategy number 1 is choosing the right CRM tool. Okay. So, this is important and I'm going to tell you why in a second, but because this really needs to align with your specific business needs. Okay. And I went through so many CRM systems in my journey, and it was stressful because I had to rebuild everything each time, right? So I had to export my contacts. I had to rebuild my funnels and forms and and all those things. I mean, and it's a lot. So if I had one piece of advice for new VAs starting out, I would honestly, say try to find the right CRM in the beginning if you can. And it's okay if you do go through them, right? But once you find that good one, just stick with it, right? And try to find that one in the beginning, all right? So that's my piece of advice for that. So now let's talk about some popular CRM tools first, okay? So have you ever heard of Salesforce? Okay, it's great, and that's great for scalability, okay, if you want to get really big, right? There's another one called HubSpot, and that's really, really great for inbound marketing. And there's also Zoho CRM, okay, and that really offers affordability, and it does have a lot of features in it, okay. And these are things that you're going to want to go and explore. You do have to do a little bit of research to find out which tool is the best for you, right? And another thing that I want you to think about is when you're bringing this tool in, and because you're investing in this tool, right? Is this something that you can use for your clients as well? Okay. Because not only are you going to use it for your customer relationship management, but let's make sure it's something that we can actually pass on to a client, right? Maybe a client doesn't have a CRM system yet. This is something that you can recommend to them. Okay. And if you stick with this one, now I'm not saying that that's not going to be a given, right? Because as you have different clients, they may already have their systems. So you need to be flexible. But if you have that one system that you're so good at, right, you can kind of niche down, and that can be your niche by helping, with a certain CRM system. Okay. Or just use it for yourself. All right. But you have it on the back burner for the client. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is when you're assessing your needs here, right? So just kind of consider what features are the most important for your operations. Okay. Is it automation, right? Maybe it's like some detailed analytics. So you can see, if some of your funnels are working, or maybe if it's something that, integrates with other tools, right? Like, I don't know if any of you know what Zapier is, but I used Zapier for a long, long time. I don't use that anymore because my current CRM system includes a tool where I could eliminate Zapier, and it saved me that monthly expense. Okay. So your actionable step for strategy number 1 is to list down your top 3 business needs from a CRM, and do that today. Okay. Then I want you to research and sign up for a free trial for 2 of those CRM platforms. Okay. And these are going to be the ones that best meet those needs. Okay. And then just take some time, take a few minutes each day, and experiment with them over the next week to see which one fits your workflow the best. Okay. Yes, it does take some work, but if you do this in bite-sized pieces and you build upon it, it is definitely possible. Okay. I'm just going to go over here and check my excellent. Okay. Strategy number 2 for setting up your CRM. So once you've chosen the perfect CRM for you, setting it up the right way is really key, right? To, just making the most out of its features. And I want you to remember, when you first set it up, it is a little bit overwhelming to get that set up. There's a lot of housekeeping items in the background. You got to do your logo, and you got to do your settings, and if you want a custom domain, things like that. Okay. So just give yourself some grace when you're first setting it up. But so here's what I would tell you to do, especially in the beginning, is really customizing some fields and some pipelines. Okay. So you're going to want to think about, in the beginning, really tailoring your CRM to reflect your workflows. What workflows are going to help you to be more automated, right? And this might really just mean customizing the contact fields, or maybe you have specific data that you want to pull from each client, and that's where the customized contact fields would come into play. Or maybe setting up some sales pipelines that kind of mirror your client journey, right? So just kind of think about those things, and remember that you're not going to get it all done in a day, right? So just give yourself grace when you're first setting it up. The next thing that you're going to want to do, besides customizing the fields and the pipelines, is you're going to want to do a data import, right? Now, if you already have a CRM system and you're going to move over, this happened to me, and it's okay. So it's still possible, right? You just have to do a data import. So just make sure that you have all of your client information transferred correctly, right? And then, and in that process, just clean up any old data before importing it, right? To maintain accuracy. Like if somebody has opted out of your email list or something like that, then just yeah, you're going to want to clean that up and maybe even remove them from your list. Okay. Because, list hygiene, yes, that's a thing. List hygiene is really important for email deliverability. Okay. All right. So your actionable step for key strategy number 2 is, if you have selected a CRM, just take the first step to customize the settings this week. Okay. Maybe create some custom fields that are really specific to the types of data that you're going to track or that you're going to track for your clients, right? And set up at least one pipeline for a typical client project. Okay. Pipelines are important because that's what keeps you really focused, and it helps you and it keeps you organized. All right. Trying to do that manually is just, that was just crazy. That's the definition of insanity right there. Okay. So, all right. So key strategy number 3 is utilizing the CRM features to enhance your client relationships. All right. CRMs are powerful, so powerful. And then it's not just powerful for data management, but it's also powerful for really keeping those client relationships really, really tight. Okay. So the first thing I want you to remember, when you're utilizing the CRM system, is utilize that automation. All right. So you're going to want to absolutely set up some automated emails for follow-ups, maybe some birthday wishes, renewal reminders. All right. Because all of these small touches can really significantly enhance client satisfaction. Okay. Especially when you're communicating, when people don't hear from you, right? Out of sight, out of mind, right? But there is a way to automate this so that you're not always at your desk sending emails. Okay. We don't want to be doing that either. Right. And then the second piece to utilizing your CRM is, it's called segmentation and personalization. So basically, segmentation is just segmenting your clients based on their interests, maybe their behavior. What are they clicking on? How are they behaving? And then just allowing for your personalized marketing or services offerings. Okay. So you're going to want to keep that in mind when you are really utilizing all of the features. Okay. And a lot of times there's so many features inside of a CRM that it can be overwhelming. So remember, just build one at a time. Okay. First you get your CRM system set up. Then maybe you look at, maybe you want to utilize it as a website, right? Get your website set up. Or maybe you just want to start being able to have a form where you can collect names and emails. Get your form set up first. Okay. One thing at a time. That's all it really takes. Okay. All right. So your actionable step for key strategy number 3, which was utilizing CRM features, of course, to enhance your client relations. Okay. Is to just implement one automation in your CRM this week. Again, such as a follow-up email for a recent meeting, maybe, or creating that funnel. All right. And also try segmenting your client list into at least 2 groups based on any relative criteria, right? And try to plan like a personalized outreach for each group, okay? Because you don't want to be sending them all the same exact emails and all the same content, right? Because, you want to find out what their interests are, okay? Because that's how we're building that relationship. And it shows that we're adding a personalized touch, right? Okay, very good. So I'm going to wrap things up here because we're almost at the 15-minute mark, and I like to keep these bite-sized so we have time to watch these. All right. And it's not overwhelming. So we're going to do a wrap up. And so to recap today's session on leveraging CRM software, number 1, identify your needs and trial at least 2 CRM tools to find your best fit. Number 2 is to customize your CRM to align with your specific business workflows. Okay. And then number 3 is to enhance your client relationships through automation, one of my favorite things, and personalization features. All right. Because, really implementing all of these strategies is not only going to save you time, which is so, so important, especially if you're juggling multiple clients, right? But also to help you manage your client relationships more effectively. Okay. And just ensuring their satisfaction and their retention. We want to keep them. We want to retain those clients, right? So I would love to know from you, what CRM feature are you most excited to try? All right. So just let me know in the comments. I am so excited to hear. We will be back next week again, and we're going to talk about a different topic next week. Same time, same place. So thank you for joining today. And remember, you guys to keep learning, keep growing, and keep soaring to new heights in your VA journey. All right. So I will see you next time for more ways to transform your potential into success. All right, guys. All right. Thanks. See you next time. Bye-bye.